Hello. We got some cool fights today. Opponent put up some teams that were on my personal bucket list, but I have not done the due diligence to actually get to use, so we get to live it vicariously through them. Cool. What up? The main one I am interested in here is this. Battle Mobile one is just kind of the weak link of the squad, and well, this team's main goal is just to hop from lifter to lifter to lifter cron. Cloakwood ticks off actually like a pretty good amount of those boxes that I would imagine Bane gets absolutely shit on, but I am down to just ram my face into it just to, you know, just to find out. And also I want to run back Zori. Even though I wouldn't say their modding is specialized, this was very much like a 2 minutes to lock hack job once I give up on the automate. She's not like 6 out, but it's 5 dot protection primary, so it's not that far off, so her biggest scare would be like protection disruption. I might just hit it anyway. It's either that or we go the Finn route, which, like, we could just try it. Is there... I assume this is not a fight that a lot of people are doing, just, like, probably. Boss Nest. There's our Phalanx? I believe that's the icon? Yeah. Interesting. So win rate for Finn is quite decent. Win rate for Zori less so. I imagine it's because... Well, Finn doesn't really... It's attacker tank, so there's no AoE heal, right? Just the crit avoid on the tank. Interesting. I mean, you do get a cleanse in case of, like, death mark type shit. And other benefits. Yeah, screw it. Let's just try the boy. The man. I mean, we're probably supposed to use resistance penetration for resist. This shit. That's logic. Do we care about more defense? Like, that's the thing, though, is they don't really... If it was Phalanx, maybe. Or, no, if it was Tarpals, maybe. But it's Phalanx. Oh god. Also, I just reinstalled, so there's going to be no doubt a wide variety of jank. This move can't be dodged, which is nice. Oh, right, she starts ability blocked. So they get a bonus after this. I think we see it immediately. It went to Boss Nass. If we basic here, we -2 the Jenny. But actually, I think that might be a little bit suboptimal. We get more if we give access to Finn. Wait, I thought Boss Nass opened with his burger. His garbage. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a learning experience, I think. Alright, well then Zori Basic is just high value here. Good dispel timing, but they have access. Very uncomfortable deathmark timing there, could have gone very south. Finn has inspired, so as long as we keep it, we cycle the stun off a little bit here. Kinda cool. Hmm. I don't know if we have enough kill power with him, to be honest. Also, I don't understand why some Zori turns aren't generating exposes, just straight up. It might be while she's stealth or something. The boss Nash dispelling Zori is a pain. Okay. See if we can get this shit going. Jesus. Alright. That is a matchup where resistance offense actually kind of starts to matter. Duly noted. Can't say it's really happened in the past, but yeah. Well, shit. Where is the one I've been using? Transfer on the block. Need the composure. I think I might have just made this one. I don't like the defense, but surely 32% defense won't cause me to lose. Surely not. And then, do I dispel? Yes. Asajj not long for the worlds, and neither are they. Let him pass. We're kind of forced to revive here. Either way. Don't fuck me on this. Please. We kill our train here to try to let him cycle the debts above us. I need to not call. I need to do special there. She's at 6, but it's not going to be enough. Marin already has TMs, so no point in not doing it. Let's just get all our cooldowns back, I think. Reset at 5. Gonna take a gamble, but I think it's necessary. Because, yeah, the defense did fuck us. I assume this doesn't work. Oh, it's not on Switch. That's why. Mother. It actually just loops anyway. I don't know. I might have burned too much time anyway, but this is what, like, literally just 32% defense put us over on Falcon surviving. The margins are that razor thin. So, fucking DD of a counter. We might make it anyway. So is this a bug that we're looping a second photo turn with nobody getting called to revive? But it's like, I don't know. Bit odd if you ask me, but alright. Welcome back. Nothing quite says turbo like 2 5-minute fights. Let's stop wall. No, I know we can't call Talzin, but why was Marin getting a bonus turn anyway, is what I'm saying. She was getting a bonus turn like Talzin got called. Right, I'm saying with those two things, it shouldn't have been an infinite trade, I don't think, and yet we still got a bonus turn anyway, for reasons. For reasons. I do have Shore this time, but it's the same dynamic, probably. Yeah, pretty much. Still feels weird holding Mole. I mean, we could try this. I still don't think it's ideal, because the taunt could just, like, bounce back and forth, and then you just don't get to play the video game, but I don't really have a use case for him otherwise, so... Not to say that he doesn't have one, I just don't know what it would be. Darkseid would give him extra damage to win it. Popped. And then we aim here. Kill will be lovely. And then we bonus out. I hate you. Is it time for me to fucking die? I think it is. Yeah. We need someone squishy. Look at all my non-existent bulk options. Is Darth Vader like a generic priority target? I don't think so. He might be squishiest. That would be like we just have to kind of hope that he's weaker, and so they go for him, and so it lines up, I guess. What's the lose defense down thing? Whenever defense up expires, he taunts and gains damage immediately for 1 turn. Ability blocks all enemies. Maybe ability blocks? I haven't memorized Bane's kit. I just assume he can't be anything by anything. I mean, he also clunces on turn, right? Because the game just straight up give him tank tech words. Or is that only with Eternal? Yeah, dispel debuffs on themselves, and I think this can be cleansed. Alright. Push the button. Fucking die immediately. He doesn't counterattack or anything, right? Not that I recall. Is there any reason to ability block Jedi? Take that tenacity up. Farewell, question mark? Oh! Alright, train his health. So he can't hurt us. Okay. Yeah, bring somebody squishier and hope they don't aim Bane isn't really a strategy, but I guess it kind of worked. Why don't I ever know what to use against this team? I know I've fought them before. I just don't. Head empty. No thoughts. You just don't really seem unmotivated that often in TV3. Luth and Pow, alright? There's no TM train or anything, it's just... The fact that Wampa has any percentage of win rate is actually mildly disturbing. Yeah, most people are just using stuff that I'm not bringing. Also, yes, that's... Wampa had a win rate because set 16 was still active. Yeah, that explains it. I don't know. Malgus, I guess? Why not? Yeah, they're aiming at Riven a lot and losing assists for it. Tragic. Give me the shock. Close. It doesn't revive under my Moffat. What? That's the same shit that happened to, Ezra. That's just a bug, broadly. Oh. Get me the fuck out of this match now. I wanna leave. See, I feel like we maybe should save it for POW. Or maybe we just go for the gambit that we try to stop them from getting POW back in time and just use it offensively. Cool. I love being assisted against. In this case, it might be that he's like, he gets revived, gets called to assist, and then gets the claws back or something like that. Oh. I don't really remember what I used here. How goes it? Just lost due to a bug. Or lost a battle, not necessarily the match. I don't think my opponent's attacking. They are assisting against Darth Revan, despite supposedly, allegedly being someone who should not be assistable against. It's the same shit that's happening to Ezra, but I guess it just applies to that clause. Not just Ezra specifically. Is it just Reva time? Perfect. So basic forces her, so clones, but she can't be death marked. I'm just gonna slam buttons, whatever. I'm trying to think so strategically about cooldowns, and it's like, no, you just fucking push buttons. You get cooldown reset every time. What are you doing? It actually happened. The Grand Inquisitor bonus turn reset because the Rebel Trooper is a new unit, so we got up to 6. That actually paid off. Wilds. What we got going here is a proper murder machine. Cool. I figured there might be a Leia. What else is there? Is that a new race dance? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy? I don't know. Oh, fuck, we do get to fight him. But no, Omicrons. Shit. Still might be an interesting fight. I was gonna say, I got the entire week without seeing Rey Ezra. I guess people who did on him. I do actually kind of wish I had Darth Vader, but interesting. I don't have the remod that I wanted to have to specifically tackle Rey Ezra for this week. I could try to freeball it, but I believe there's just like a pretty high amount of risk. Relatable. That will certainly help. Maybe we just go... Starkiller's faster than Palpatine. Unless I do that specifically, and then he's not. Whoopsie. That just got fucking mode. They have debuffs. I did need to, like, worry slightly about all charge, but I was tempted to do it on them instead. Yep. Yeah, we could reset into crate toss, lock her down. No, we cannot. I did not do enough damage for that. Look and rip. I'm assuming we don't cycle enough to actually get there. He dies, we get turn meter. Yeah, we don't cycle. Fuck. Oh well. Almost made it. Technically could have debuffed him before that and saved a good chunk of protection. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, if you actually are worried about Rey Ezra, make Starkiller the fastest member of your team, sandbag down Mara speed, so that you can just AoE off rip, get the foresight out, and then do Starkiller things as normal, and you should be in a pretty impressive spot from there. I would imagine. Like, obviously, your circular get, like, locked offense down, but you're still double attacking with the Kron, so, like, you're still ahead, I would say. Do I really feel like throwing SLK into a meat grinder? I really want to try, Gar ASC cleanup against Leia next week. That's a really weird statement to say. Man, I really hope I drop a battle against Leia next week. No, but actually, kind of seriously, though. I think if I just mod them faster, it's fixed. It came so fucking close. This is just like a classic saw joint. I had to imagine this is a fair bit lower tier. Blind is interesting. Let's see. I mean, there are some fights that we can knock out, but there are some fights that I'm like, maybe we just yellow it anyway. You want to see it? I'm really sad that I didn't stream it. They got the first Leia down super fucking quickly, and then she was down to like 30% health on the second life when she got the baseball bat out, and then it was checkmate from there for us, but like, I mean, you know that team. You know how fast they can work. And it did work. But her being 4 turns off a baseball bat was just incredibly invaluable, so can't really right after dismiss how valuable that was. This looks bad. I think it might have Zori fastest too, which means that he will get to play. Just kidding. If she lived that, we were going for a minor ride. But then things went haywire. Yeah. What do you do? See, this is kind of, you know, it's not going to be much, but it's not nothing. I don't think that this will do much at all, but I need to start getting BKM out of her comfort zone a little bit and just see what sticks, I think. Still don't have her appropriately sped. But unfortunate. See, this is the weird bit, is like, can we actually just count on them to give us a Mando bonus turn? I think we do. This is why you really need to see him clocked correctly with BAM faster than BKM. Yep, pretty much. I wouldn't say it felt like there was nothing here, but yeah, the non-starter nature of not getting the BAM combo off. Especially if you got that Bo-Katan Omicron. I maybe should have healed here. That burning is a problem. The other problem is that IG-12 is donating her attacker or support basics. Maybe I should just be going for you, to be honest. We tank it out. I might revisit this next week, to be honest. Fix the ban modding and actually just, like, shift their mod investment for heavy health. Alright, what are they rocking? Tank Revive, of course. 161% defense isn't bad, but isn't necessarily too consequential to BKM as well. That was better than I expected, actually. By like a pretty fair margin. Okay. Is there insight on that? Am I late to the party or early? No battles listed. Would appear I might be early. Alright. Well, that just seems utterly playable. More for the lists. Nope. I went to the more recently used faction. I'm the fool. There's not terribly much that we can add here. That's not going to make this kind of a pain in the ass. I guess just damage. Yeah. Did I put the team in correctly? If I add the attacker to the defense, it doesn't help much. Not sure what you're asking, to be honest. Like, agreed. Oh, that basic would have killed. I see the conquest feats. I did not. I haven't really looked at anything. Where are the updates yet? I figured we could look now. In a few minutes. Yeah. That's about the vibe, although I don't really use basics that often, except on... Well, I use basics, or specials up too. Okay. Fair. Give me more tournament. Closer. Oh, just in time. So how does the conquest look? Let me ask that then. Should I be scared? They have to run out of stuns eventually. Yeah, this team kind of just solidifies Qui-Gon as, like, not really real anymore, huh? I mean, he already wasn't real, but it's just, like... I 3v3 knock is not something I've really pondered. That, like, maybe Qui-Gon is below his pay grade. I thought that would be fine, right? It just qualifies as overkill at that point. Sure. Let's ride. We must play ships before it expires. I have to experience the content. No! Greed. Consequences for actions. And I get punished at least. Mm-hmm. Easiest conquest in a long time. Threatened me with a good time. Also wasn't bad either. It looked worse than it was. Just kind of where I landed on it. Alright, before this ends, let's actually, you know, get some credits. We are technically playing for money. This one has so many double dipping possibilities at first glance. You're telling me I have to try and use my brain. You counter unlocked. I mean, I'm kind of happy about B-Camp against Leia. That would be a fairly large feather in my cap if that's real. We gotta sepal this shit, right? I mean, come on. Where the fuck is my Magna Guard? I'm blind. Takes me, but like if they're dying, it's probably to Django, so it'd have to be off a Django turn. So I'd probably go that route. Any? Well, maybe it is Zekrom. You make a good point. It has health and crit damage. And yeah, we can't land target lock anyway. Say we're left. Excellent. I'm just gonna keep re-upping pins, to be honest. Am I ever obligated to just like go for you while he is pinned down? That's making some amount of sense. Well, now tank revive is guaranteed value. I'm just pinning him now just to add insult to injury. The Separatist Bowl continues. Alright, that's okay. I don't know. Push some buttons. Alright, I'll see use Enoch. Damn it. I am not going to skip you. Made the mistake once. Oh, is this, oh, it's not. I thought that Trooper saw a crown or something. I mean, it's alert, which increases their damage output. He stole a chunk. It's not nothing. I backed all the way out. We made it. The hottest new content. Oh god. Wait, why does this still feel slow? Am I crazy? Take that. Poke. I still missed the quest? Huh. That's gotta be a kill, right? We're not really playing for stakes, so we can read just to find out. It's not. I see. Then perish. Absolutely not. I don't know if I have time for that other fight, so I'm just going to this. By the way, Prem, you know that Gar on Gar action basically boils down to which miserable fool mistakenly modded their characters for speed. The geriatric wars. Life-altering realization that you brought +5 speed. Stop providing. Oh, fuck, that was PO turn. Punishing one turn. Fuck. Miss lethal. Alright, they can't stealth because of punishing one. This ship's kind of broken, huh? That's crazy. They really made a ship that said that spy can't spy on us anymore. Alright. Good game to ELH. Alright, what's the to-do list? I want to sauce Bo-Katan up pretty hard. Actually. Sauce Ben up, sauce Bo-Katan up. DKM content? You might have missed it. You started chatting right after it happened. Thank you for the 100 bits. I ran Bo-Katan against Leia, and the thing that's fucking murdering me is I still haven't fixed it for God knows why. It's because I'm trying to cut corners on speed. That's fucking why. I know exactly why. I could tell you exactly why. Yeah, I just need to put this back over BCAM and factor for the unique they gave her that gives her extra speed on stun. Because technically R2 assist can... Like, R2 assisted on BCAM, so we had tenacity up for that, but if she assists on somebody else... Do we need to be worried about... Bam? Stun? Is there a world where we're making IG-12 fastest? I did not hit post on this, but just... Okay, we don't have to visualize in my literal GAC board. What even was that supposed to be? Ray opens R2 assists. If R2 hits Grogu, you chill. If it is BKM, you chill. We do actually need Grogu to be fastest here. Not unlike IG-11. And then what's our clause? I think it's underneath, right? Plus 10 speed stacking for each stun light side Mando ally. Yeah, R2 has plus 75% potency. Tenacity is not a real angle here. Do they get shielding on days or also stun? I think it's just days. We do need to be mindful of this, that it's possible that having her revive once, like if we don't kill her with Bam Birds, it might be a little bit too much mastery on her revive. That might be a hassle to deal with. Where is the Daze Shield? Am I blind? What? Where? Am I insane? Was this? There's no fuck. I'm searching at that GG. Roll off days. Yeah, right here. It's right about Fearless. Whoopsie. I should forgot this clause. It's good to plan around. Not that we can necessarily control it, but we can plan for it. Cool. Alright. Lovely. So the era doesn't start until tomorrow, does it? If this is all we see. Okay, so we don't get to look at everything. I assume then... So don't claim anything tonight, post-reset. Am I getting? Yes, I am. Not complaining. What's the one? Is it just saying there's still stuff to do? You saw the pass in the store earlier. I think they took them down. Yeah, but I got pushed too early. Hey, what's up, Scrab? Thanks for the raid, Ben. What's up, everyone? So I guess there's not really anything to talk about era-wise. I think that might just be the ballgame. Yeah, it's all taken down. Good lord. Oh, it's all the anniversary shit. Okay, so what else is actually due tomorrow? I need to finish saucing up Ben. You... Amidala crit avoidance. See, I don't know if there's actually, like... You could slow down Rage, you're like, that concerned, but I don't know if it actually really matters for other matchups. Or if anything, it'd be worse for other matchups. Yeah, so marquees come out 3 hours before lock from now on, but assumedly nearly everybody is going to be using the new marquee system, so you only really get to fight it that week if you're up against the turbo. A being of large expendable income. It wants to spend $150 for 1 extra week of play. Surely a healthy precedent to live under when paywall data crowds exist. It's closer to the dynamic that also, how long does it take for that actually might still be impactful. How long does it take for marquees to usually finish under the new system if you go for the 7-star but slow farm it? Also, there's shards on the episode pass, so that might impact timing as well. Alright, who else? I need to figure out what I'm doing with Malicos. For sure. Also Ezra. I need to get this modding updated and like figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I mean, okay, so the way this squad works, I don't know if the speed talk actually is going to end up mattering because the odds are I feel like someone's going to get some amount of TM reduced before the second pass. So like right now we're at we're somewhere around here. Yeah, it's this at the moment. 379, 112k, with almost 68% armor. That's not what I have for that locked in this week. It was actually decently worse. But do we actually care about Ezra being slower than Ben? Because the way that it's gonna flow. Yeah. Oh, did I say that's a protection primary? Health slits are just increasingly weird for me. Unless a character outright has, like, good health synergy, or it's a matchup that beats health. I sell so many health sets now. I would prefer these to be swats, but it's not technically bad right now. If these were swaps, this would actually be like a genuinely pretty solid mod. But that being said, it might be a sell. Like, the numbers are good, they're just in the wrong order. I mean, speed crit chance offense, but on a protection primary, I don't know. It's not bad offenses, but just a very weird, like, I'm being hyper picky right now, but like, I can't say what I would use this for. It's double bulk percent pair with 3 pair offense. Like, that can't be bad. I'll lock it on principle, but like, that's the problem with rolling crit chance on a non-crit chance set is all you're really hoping for at that point is for it to go in a character who wants like a top off of like 97% up to 100 or something like that. It's narrow, but it technically exists. I mean, I could try, but like, nah. As expected. Kind of the same thing I'm talking about, where, like, I'm happy to see these three, of course, and tenacity doesn't hurt either, but I would really like this to be a defense set more than anything. I don't know. Yeah, the rolls aren't that great either. I definitely click sell. Did it jump from 6 to 12? I forgot it does that. I mean, defense, but yeah. Okay. Can I leave now? What else? Oh, Zori Squad actually needs some damage boosts. Are you done performing defense sets for Balin? Balin doesn't scream needing any sort of real stats energy to me that I don't. I don't know. I think he just wants to be generically fast and like any sort of bulk primary here. Speed set plus defense set. The team doesn't have any sort of starting mechanics, so you kind of need him to just be sort of like a Malgus type, fast out the gate, try to threaten it, and then if you get the doubt, high roll, resist, then you can maybe be like a little bit aggressive, oppressive type shit. Yeah, I would just say, like, he doesn't have to be speed gap, but you want him to be up there. If you're posting him on defense, at least. If you're playing him on offense, you can probably cut corners a lot. I would say. I would imagine, anyway. Like, I still think we largely need to be on bulk here. A little bit worried about Deathmark if we go heavy health, which Finn already is anyway. I think that's really what this is going to boil down to is if they happen to hit like Jar Jar Deathmark into Boss Nass, like a basic or something that calls Phalanx plus someone else, Finn just fucking dies. And I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that. Who else? What else? ISC. For once, I actually need ISC to be faster. We'll lose some damage on Leia from that. Oh, fuck. If Bo-Katan works, then technically this is wasted, but it would still be good to have them ready just in case. Inquisitors largely did okay this week. How boosted is R2? Like, is crit avoidance on Grand Inquisitor ever considerable? Yeah, he's got boosted offense. He doesn't have boosted crit chance. If I remember right from JTR days, I don't think R2 has the best. Like 60%, I want to say. Oh, not even. Oh, no, it's plus 10 from unique, and then there's like one of those horse. If we really wanted to be Inquisitors against Leia, maybe we see a Grand Inquisitor, but I don't think we're at that point. I did. Oh. Probably most important of this. Starkiller faster than Mara. This is just kind of going to be unavoidable, I think, for the near future. We'll see how strong of a claim Ahsoka has towards taking Azura, but if you want a Starkiller Ray, I think you really want to lead off with the... But the... Okay, the scariest part about this is, if that's the case, and you're fighting a sufficiently fast Ben solo, it could remove your TM on Starkiller, and then you just leave that opener. That is not good. Acceptable for a secondary for a damage mod that has percent offense, flat offense, and crit chance, but no speed. It really depends on what character that we're talking about here. Right, we're talking a matchup consideration at that point. Could be bulk, could be potency, could be a tenacity splash if it's a newer character that has high base. So like a 310 Starkiller goes 380. Can Starkiller even have a hope of, like, what's the average Ben solo? I guess is the real question. Like, are people really on Speed Pervert Ben solo that frequently? What can we give Starkiller to make him relatively immune to Ben? So Starkiller gets plus 70, Ben is plus 60. What's their base? Ben is naturally slightly faster if it came down to that. Let's try something random on for size. $326. So that's up to 335 Ben. I really don't have a good grasp for like the average Ben speed distribution. Ironically, this is exactly where I was working on clock. Oh boy. I was worried about Ben speed for Balin, but this is actually just as juicy. Player data, stats, all. There are like 10 Ben solos at 335 or higher. That helps. Yeah, man, I think this is straight up Starkiller makeover week. I think we're leaning on the Datacron to make up for lack of Starkiller damage, both from the Ezra offense down as well as just sacrificing a bunch of offense, not really running any secondaries. Well. But these two mods don't have percent offense, and that's just a massive sacrifice that we can use the double attacks to make up for. I didn't write this shit down. Actually, a lot to work on. Okay, what are we looking for? What's the best way to write this? Circular needs to be 9 over him. God, this shopping list is getting so fucking long so fast. BCAM, all squad health. Oh, I see faster. I need to go to the mod screen so I can actually see the to-do list I just made. Would probably be lava. I just became modding for Leia. It actually looked pretty solid today. We didn't win, but we were deeply incorrectly modded as well. Oh. We got lucky today, but I still wonder if we could, like, prime someone to be better for Bane. Like, a lot of the rest of this is just gonna come down to match history. Technically, I feel like we should have lost today. The NS job of him. I think I probably already have this, but just to be sure. I need to auto trade this week. Something about it is bugging me that I either need to switch back to trade lead or get her off of defense. I need it. It's not even like, man, I need her on offense, but I feel like she might be a weak link at this point. God, if I could just transfer this 9 over to Ben Solo, I would. I have no idea where it was, because I wouldn't have posted on defense, I can't imagine. Bad. Bad. That's all shit. Hey man, this is actually like a fairly meaty shopping list, and all of it feels fairly impactful. That's a higher number than I was hoping to see. And it gives crit chance. That's the craziest thing in all of this. If Ahsoka is just like perma-taking Ezra, then I might not even use Ben Solo. And if hers was a 3v3 free agent for Rey, I might RNI Ben Solo. Like, there's no middle ground where I'm like, yeah, alright, Ben is an acceptable thing that I should just leave alone forever. It's literally like, okay, I need you to fight the Balin Wars, or Rey is just fucking dead forever. Like, ugh. Oh, that's not even gonna be out by the time that GAC closes. Damn. Why couldn't it be an anniversary reward? Maybe it'll be in the episode track. 3 minutes before GAC, or 3 hours before GAC lock. Huh. I mean, it's what? 400 and... Oh, wait. It's almost 500 offense base before percentages. Wait, does cleaning off actually work? Huh. Well, that's what next GAC. Yeah, there's actually a lot of shit happening. I think it'd be really fun if we could have this stuff ready for next lock. This is where I left off. This ticks off quite a few of the boxes. I just really wanted my offense to be higher than this. This also leaves a very squishy Ben, and I'm not too thrilled about that. R9 would help offset that, but I feel like he's still just gonna get got fairly easily. I really wish we had more crit chancellors. And Mastery puts us to 85 base, 75 after... I think Balin gives the team 10% CA. Decent scam odds. Oh, shit. Like, that's what I can't read right now is how panicked should I be about Balin? If everyone's just gonna keep posting him, then technically I could overreact and make some other counters easier. It really kind of depends on the match history that I see tonight. I got like 18 or 19 holds on this team from this week. Oh, what's up, MJ? GC was fun. Got a few fights that I'm trying to... I think from out of GAC today, I think Bo-Katan Mandalore against Leia is probably like the most exciting one. I think with this due diligence, we'll be pretty happy. The other thing I kind of be more certain of is like, if we're gonna try this Malgus against Balin shit, are we going to be certain that like, I mean, if two doubts get resisted, we might just be like going for a fucking ride for all I know. It might just be fucked. Balin has murdered every layer for you so far. Has he pulled strong enough teams? Actually, kind of yes. Like, my gut says that I don't like Balin on defense, but so far nobody has really put up anything that made me feel uncomfortable about him being there. Like, let me get inside up. There we go. Like, you get rid of the usual suspects. Like, yeah, that's gonna win. That's probably gonna win. That's all stuff that I would say is, like, within acceptable expense bounds. Those teams kind of just counter a lot of teams on defense. But then you get down to here, and it's like, I don't hate how volatile this is. Because really, like, Balin's defense prospects are kind of built on that volatility. That, like, you don't know how fast a team is going to be. It could be anywhere from 0% TM preload all the way up to, like, 30% in 3v3. I mean, let's narrow things down a bit. Still doesn't look that much worse, but the sample size is much smaller. Let's make the 8 a 6. That's everything but. Still all within pretty acceptable bounds. I mean, is this like something that non-Cron GM is doing? Non-GM Cron lost, that's just a gear 11. I mean, they're winning with the I win Cron, so I don't really read much into that. I mean, if Gungan's value traded at Balin, that would be grounds for me to be like, I'm probably out. He can probably do better. But he is kind of towing the line between GL and non-GL right now, and that is space that I think is worth investing in and sticking around on. You know, it is the sort of space that you don't necessarily want to stick on. Like, Rogue One Cron is pretty damn good right now that I could see it making inroads against them. For sure. But that's the funny thing too, is Radis is actually kind of in the same spot that Balin is right now, where you're like, again, I think the Rogue One level 6 is just incredibly good, that I'm not shocked at all to see the team doing that well, but like, you look at the insight, and you're like, okay, surely something cheaper than this can kill them, and so far, not saying that there isn't. Insight is not a reflection of what's true, it's just what's been done so far. And for what's been done so far, yeah, it's not a bad look. Right, like, you expect this. This I'm, like, maybe less thrilled on, but then you put Malgus in a really awkward spot. Like, that's the grounds for, like, oh, I'm gonna post this Malgus team on defense and get him fucking hondoed in the process, is, like, that just gets murky. Right, but, like, this is all about appropriately tiered, and then you go down past that, and it gets a C pretty quickly. That's interesting. That would definitely be less appealing. But anyway, all that is to say, I'm okay with Balin where he's at for the moment, but I'm not considering it sacred by any means. He's been getting one shot all this season, but that's like. Actually, let me just do this. Right, he got one shot every time. Ooh, I did actually lose to a Gungan. Oh, but that was the Maliko squad. Nah, fair enough, I guess. Merrick is quite good. But yeah, like, CNS, okay, I'm not going to judge Harsh for. It's just what it is. He's setting up other teams to dunk. Balin's not like my gemstone on defense this season, but it looks intimidating enough, and he is intimidating enough. If that makes sense. Alright. I think that's about it. For my end. I'm gonna go keep working on channel shit. This might be one of the biggest remods I've had to do in a while. Like, putting this into Hottie Tools, very fast. Getting my mod collection to handshake all of this is gonna be a bit of a thing. We'll see. Alright, I'm out of here for the moment. Y'all take care. Enjoy the week. See how episodes go tomorrow. Later.